This training video was created by the Nature Conservancy. The Nature Conservancy is a proud leader of the Volunteer Stewardship Network. Since 1983, the network has contributed to the restoration and protection of important lands and waters across Illinois for both nature and people. Volunteers are integral to our success in conserving thousands of acres.
Hello, stewards. Now we'd like to talk a little bit about maintaining the metal surfaces on the tools that you'll be using. First of all, it's ideal to keep them clean because things like dust and even oils can attract more dirt and cause more rust. So the first thing you want to do is get as much of the debris off of the metal surface as possible. Now you can use scrub pads or wire brushes. We recommend that a lot of this gets done by hand. You don't ever want to use sandpaper to remove any of this. It does affect the finish of the metal. So the best use for this is a lot of elbow grease and a couple of tools. And in a short time, you really can get a cleaner surface. And of course, if you'd like to use water to help dissolve some of the dirt, you can do that. So once you have all the debris removed from the metal surface, the next step is to do a general cleaner. General cleansers can be found at most hardware stores and home improvement stores and even some auto stores. The best thing to look for is something that's environmentally friendly and is for use on your surfaces, such as your metal surfaces, plastic surfaces if you have them, even wood surfaces. So that's what you look for in a general cleaner. Now, the best thing to do is to take the unit you're cleaning completely apart. So we have things apart here. And what you want to do is make sure that you can get to the mechanical components and also the components that have the cutting edge where debris and sap may build up, which would be all along the blade. Now, this particular cleanser is good enough to dip the whole unit in, and it can set for 5 or 10 minutes depending on how bad the surface is. You may have surfaces like this, and you may want to dip the whole unit in at the same time. Now, you'll still need to use some elbow grease on a lot of these. The best thing to use would be a softer bristled brush. These are the nylon bristles. The metal surface then can be scrubbed pretty hard, and a lot of that debris is fairly easily removed. And in a short time, you'll see a big difference. When you clean these, they close easier and they last longer. So you can see it's pretty clean at this point now. One hint when you're disassembling what you're cleaning would be to take a picture, a digital picture with your phone or camera. During the disassembly process, there are a lot of components to lopping shears and other things, and they do have to go back in the correct order. So when you take things apart, you can take a picture at each stage. And as you can see, there are many small parts. This will help when you have to reassemble it correctly. So once you've cleaned the dirt and debris off of there, you may still have a rust problem like we have on this folding saw. There are several very good rust removers on the market. We have a rust remover on right here. You can leave this on for about 20 minutes. And again, you can use a wire brush or your nylon brush and use that elbow grease. Now, I have put some rust remover on here a while back, and I did scrub it for about 3 minutes. And what we have here at this spot is I'll use my general cleaner again and kind of clean that up. Now at this point, you may say that this blade's not worth cleaning the rest of the way. And in some cases, too much rust, the best thing to do is just replace the blade. So once you have everything as clean as possible, the next step is to use any type of oil that can be put on a metal surface. This will both lubricate and protect the metal surface by keeping it rust-free. So just a few general steps on keeping tools clean and well maintained will extend the life of the tool by many years.